When we got back to the Senate last year, we found that the classroom gap was at 166,000 classrooms. And na-shock na lang ako nung nag-hearing kami. And this was October 2025, nung tinanong ko yung DPWH kung ilan na yung nagagawa nila for the year.
Yeah.
Yung nagawa lang nila up to that point was 22. Not 22,000, ah.
22.
22. Okay?
22 classrooms.
22
Okay.
classrooms with a gap of 160 plus thousand. By the end of the year, ang nabuo nila was 99. And that's less than 100. No?
Yeah.
So we needed to find a way to really accelerate the building of classrooms. So yung naisip namin, kailangan sa tamang presyo, sa tamang panahon, sa tamang paraan. Di ba? Because it was also, when we came up with this bill, it was during the time nagkakaskandalo sa budget, sa flood control and all of that. Di ba? So unang-una, the bill bypasses DPWH and allows LGUs to build directly. At
That's
nakita
a big
namin,
difference.
it's a big difference. Nakita namin na yung mga local government units, kasi sila mismo yung nandun on the ground, no? Mahalaga sa kanila na yung mga eskwelahan, maayos kaagad. Mabilis yung pag-implement. It takes them about 200 days. DPWH takes about 3 months to build a classroom.
Exactly.
We put a price cap in the law para hindi ma-overprice yung mga classrooms. And dahil sabay-sabay gagawa yung mga LGU, you can all build at the same time. May chance tayong makabuo ng maraming classroom sa isang taon. And alongside this, sa national budget for 2026, we were able to successfully push for 67.8 billion pesos for classrooms. This is the highest ever for classrooms in our history. Kasabay niyan yung highest ever budget for education in our history, in Philippine history, at 1.3 trillion pesos. So malaking portion doon will go to classrooms at the K-12 level. We will prioritize areas na congested, nagdo-double and triple shift, mga condemned na kailangan palitan, mga school building sa mga malalayong lugar, mga school building na tatamaan ng lindol, ng bagyo, and we're hoping to complete 25 to 30,000 classrooms this year.